Hello and welcome to sunny Florida. I'm Clayton Vandiver. You'll see me listed as Albert, but I don't use my first name. And I was born and raised in the Southeast in Jacksonville, Florida during the 1960s, when every kid like me growing up thought they were going to be an astronaut. My father was an amateur filmmaker and an actor, so that legacy took me out to Los Angeles, well, the Hollywood Riviera, actually, and then to California State University, Long Beach, where I graduated with a bachelor's in radio and TV with a specialty in film. Eventually, I found my way back to the East Coast and worked for a half dozen television stations, producing commercials and newscasts, occasionally stepping in as news anchor and directing creative services, being a production manager, until finally founding and successfully running my own production firm, a script-to-screen operation that made commercials, corporate training films, corporate communications, short features, television shows that aired regionally and nationally. You may have heard of a popular HGTV show called The Designer's Landscape with Gary Allen. While creating 3D animated logos and graphics for clients around the world, Jacksonville University asked me to speak to their new animation lab in the College of Fine Arts. And before I knew it, I was teaching those classes for basic and advanced animation and also television production for the School of Humanities Communications Division. I completed my master's in education with a specialty in technology from Grand Canyon University to better present my material in class. My hope in taking this course is to fine-tune my ability to communicate as a leader and to get one step closer to what my wife lovingly describes as my midlife crisis degree. Who do you most admire as a leader? Well, two people come to mind, actually. The name that you may recognize is John Adams, our second president. He isn't one of the A-list names among the patriots who created our nation. Washington, Jefferson, Franklin, Hamilton, even Paul Revere were all elevated by the history books to larger-than-life status. Adams was the powerful undercurrent of coordinated activity, of delegation, recommendation, and nomination that ultimately resulted in the creation. And it was his relationship with his wife and the shared strength that he derived from her that made him the leader that I admire. In that same light, my other leader, worthy of admiration, is my own wife. Her leadership has been found in raising our three children in the midst of the chaos that my many activities and amazingly long work days have often created in our 26 years of marriage. Interests and hobbies outside of work include currently performing with Liberty Express, a bluegrass gospel quartet. Yes, I'm still performing and singing. I'm also passionate about all things aircraft and aviation. I once owned my own airplane. I am a Freemason. And for those who saw the movie, yes, I know the location of the national treasure. And I can tell you where it is. It's in the heart of every Freemason. Thanks for listening. I'm Clayton Vandiver. I'm looking forward to sharing a lot more wonderful times with all of you here in class.